All right, it is Friday, and do you know what that means? It's time for the NPL Video Game Club, of course. So I hope you're all doing well. Happy Friday to you. On this Friday, September 23rd, 2022, already going towards the end of the month here. Hope you're having a fantastic week. For now, it looks like in this area of the Connecticut, in Norwalk, Connecticut, from what I'm seeing, it's in the 60s, low 60s. Quite a nice, breezy, fall-like day. I actually literally just took a walk. I went for a walk right before the stream, and you'll see in a second. Got my hair all wet because I literally, you know what? I need to fix the camera. But while I do that, I went for a walk because it was a nice day today, and took a shower right after because I worked up a little bit of a sweat. So let me just fix this with the camera. There we go. But yeah, so you'll see my hair looks like Bret Hart right now. So hope you're all doing well. Let me catch up here on the chat. 8-Bit Glitch 79, Amphibious, hope you're doing well. And 8-Bit Glitch, congratulations on getting the Clue Land. That is awesome. So funny story, I was with 8-Bit Glitch at a recent video game convention, Retro World Expo in Hartford, and he was on the hunt. He was on the hunt for Clue Land, and he could not find it. So congrats, round of applause to you for finding the final black box game in your collection. That is awesome. Kudos to you. NES collection goal for this year, which I just finished, was collecting the complete set of Black Box, LJN, Capcom, and Konami Ultra titles. Nice! LGN titles, I'm trying to think. It's obviously Jaws, of which you saw me play at Retro World Expo. Was it the X-Men games, right? X-Men, Wolverine, Silver Surfer, too many LGN games. And then the Ultra games, was it the Turtles games? Skate or Die, I think, was under the Ultra banner, right? Can I skip the announcements? No, that is part of why I'm here at the library. I have to let, part of my job here at the library is to give updates on what's happening at the library, so I do need to do that. So, Cuphead, what's up, buddy? Linda, what is up? Happy Friday to you. Welcome to the NPL Video Game Club. How are you? But speaking of announcements, let me go ahead and do that now. Let's skip over to what is going on. Actually, you know what? Looks like two things. So, video game trivia. I'm hosting a video game trivia night at the library. This is going to be online through Zoom, so it'll be next Thursday, September 29th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can scan the QR code to register for the trivia, which is a really cool, neat thing. Or you can also, underneath the description here of the stream, the very top line has a link to the link to register. So all you need to do is just put in your name and email. And yeah, this is going to be kind of like if you ever played the Jackbox party games. I found a website that lets you do trivia over the phone. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to be hosting it through Zoom, showing the screens, but you're actually going to answer the questions on your phone. So on your phone, you would go to a website, and then the phone will turn into like a controller, where it'll be like multiple choice questions, true or false, fill in the blank. And this is covering games from all the way back in the early 8-bit days, Atari, Master System, Genesis, up until modern games, games that are current. So it's covering quite a spectrum, and I did, threw in some easy questions, but I also have a couple questions that are off the beaten path. So if you'd like to challenge yourself and test your mettle as a gamer, I absolutely welcome you to our first ever video game trivia night over at the library. And again, this is a virtual event, so you don't have to be at the library. This is through the internet. And if you register for it, we will email you a link to our Zoom link in the coming days. And again, it'll be next Thursday, September 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Any and all shares would be appreciated. Again, you don't have to be in the Connecticut area to do this. This is online. So any and all are welcome. This is a family-friendly event. So I'd love to see you there. For those of you who watch the Video Game Club, it'd be nice to see you on a non-Video Game Club format. So That'll be next week. And last thing to announce is we do have our upcoming book sale, which usually happens once a year in October. This is the first time we're doing this since the pandemic back in 2020. So it'll be going on from October 22nd to the 25th. And on the dates that you see on the screen, so it'll be on Saturday the 22nd, Sunday the 23rd, Monday the 24th, and Tuesday the 25th. So that'll be on the second floor of the library, the main auditorium. And yeah, lots of cheap books, but there's also going to be, I've seen in previous years there have been music CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, sometimes maybe even a video game or two. So you never know what you're going to find. The really great thing about a book sale like this is that all of the proceeds go directly back to the library to allow us to continue to offer programming and things for the community. So thank you so much in advance, and check it out if you're in the area. So again, our location is 1 Belden Avenue, Norwalk, Connecticut, 06851 is a zip code, and check it out. So other than that, let me go ahead and switch on over to the gameplay here, and let me boot up the game. Steam was actually downloading an update, as luck would have it. And let me go ahead and boot up the game. 1 second. Do I have any pets? No, I don't have any pets. When I was little, I used to have goldfish and fish. That's about it. That's about as extreme as it got for me as a kid. So I don't have any pets. Never had dogs. Never had a cat. Yeah, very boring in that way. So let me catch up here. You had all those correct except Silver Surfer is not LJN. It's Acclaim, really? Interesting. Okay, you know what? I didn't know that. Acclaim was the developer and Arcadia was the publisher. Ah. Yes, this is the DLC for Cuphead, the delicious last course, with the new character, Miss Chalice. Now, I just wasn't getting used to how she was playing. She's a little weird. So I actually I was playing as Mugman this time around. Chalice's eyes spin. Yes, I noticed that as she's moving around, yeah. Her pupils are moving. You're right. So let me go ahead and switch this over. So according to this, I'm 30% through with the DLC. So if I remember correctly, I put it in the description. Last week I played against the Moonshine gang, or whatever they're called, as well as the plane level with the monkey that throws food at you. So I or the cowgirl, I'm sorry. And I also did quite a few of the King's levels, which are, I guess, a bunch of parry-specific stages, mini-bosses, which gives you coins. So that's what I've done so far. Miss Chalice is new, yes, with the DLC. So, actually, you know what? Let me just see who I completed. Moonshine Mob and Esther Winchester. I did. Which I got a B on Moonshine Mob, completed it in 2 minutes 27 seconds, and Esther, I got an A minus with a 1 minute 42 seconds on that. So, and you know what? Let me just see what I'm at. Chaser and Crackshot, which I have for now. I did unlock the other weapons right before I logged off last time. So I got Converge and Twist Up. I believe Amphibious said Twist Up is really bad. You probably shouldn't use it. So, from what I saw, Crackshot, it seems to do quite a good amount of damage. It's just the rate of fire is a bit slow. But it does seem to have like a semi-homing capability, and it also seems to deal with smaller enemies or projectiles. It kind of destroys them, so. And all right, so I don't remember where I was at. Wait, hold on, I didn't read that before. Extra, Chef Saltbaker awarded best baker in all the lands. Oi, what a surprise. Turns out you cups are tougher than cast iron. If you keep knocking heads around this isle, might clean the place up a bit. Alright, so this was the Moonshine mob, I'm pretty sure, which I completed. And then this was Esther Winchester. I'd sure love to tell the tale of the villainous veggies vanquished. Alright. So here's a couple. Here's a new area I didn't go to before. Oh, wait a minute. There's a hidden area here. Miss Chalice was actually in before the DLC. Yes, she was in the, was it like the mausoleum stages, right? Where you had to keep parrying the ghost to unlock her from the urn, and she would give you your charms. Alright, here we go. Hidden area here. Look at this. Where am I going? Oh, okay, so it was another way to go here, which I did last time. I just didn't know you could go down. Interesting. I can't seem to go back down. Oh, here it is. Alright. Now, is there a hidden coin somewhere in this path? That's what I'm trying to wonder now. Interesting. I didn't know there was an alternate route. There's some headstones here. I wonder if I can interact with any of them. Doesn't look like I can. There's a ghost right here. Say, young fry, I'm hot on the trail of a mystery, but I'm stumped. That contest of skill, that broken artifact, this eerie graveyard. I have discovered potent astral energy in all of these places. There must be an order and method to it. Okay. Astral energy around. This lighthouse I can't interact with. Howling aces and doggone dogfights. So that's one boss here. I wonder if beating this boss will lead to a little bridge that leads to that island there. Want to do the secret boss? I kind of want to play the game normally. I don't really want spoilers. Obviously, the secret boss, you would kind of have to know what you're doing first to do it. So, I remember this was another boss too. No, Glumstone the Giant. Gnome way out. So, I mean, I could, you know, let's say I beat this. I can certainly do the secret boss after. So then this would bring me to the king, which is that final parry stage, which would then give me extra coins. Chillzilla, happy Friday to you. Welcome to the NPL Video Game Club. How are you doing? Thank you to everyone who's watching. Says I have 10 viewers, so thank you. Just to give you an introduction, my name is Aldo. I work at the Norwalk Public Library in Norwalk, Connecticut. This is the NPL Video Game Club. This is a stream that I decided to do with the library. It's kind of a way to just show that we're not just books. You know, your local library might have a lot of hidden treasures that you may not even know about. And it's just a way for us to try to, you know, especially in this world of COVID where people aren't going out as much as they used to, it's kind of a way for, you know, just to hang out and have a good time. Oh, Eric, what's up, buddy? What's going on, man? So Eric is also a fellow Godzilla fanatic, much like me, so very cool in my book. You can interact with the tombstones if you have the relic equipped. The 3 winners of the race give hints. The ghost you can talk to also gave a hint. Ah, the relic. Okay. Well, I could do that after. So the question I leave to you watching. Do I fight Glumstone the Giant? Do I go up the ladder to the king and do, I guess, maybe the final bouts with him? Or do I do the airplane? What should I do? Play Sonic? I haven't played Sonic in a while. The last game I played for Sonic here on the stream, I think, was Sonic Mania, which I did a few months ago. I initially wanted to do Sonic Origins Collection, but I had left a vote for people to vote, and everyone voted for me to do Cuphead instead. So I'm going through Cuphead. You know, if I complete this, when I complete this, I can then leave a vote for the next game to play. But I still haven't done Sonic Origins. The relic lets you touch 3 tombstones. You have to touch 3 specific tombstones. Okay. Cool. Yeah, what would you like me to do? Would you like me to fight Glumstone the Giant? Go to the king... Oh, I hear a ghost, actually. Or go to the airplane. Which one should I do? Doggone dogfight. Okay, so that's down here. Doggone dogfight. The Howling Aces. Alright. So before I do that, I'm just going to take a sip of water, because it is always perfect, always nice to drink some water, keep yourself hydrated. Now, it's not a Cuphead cup, but it's a Mega Man cup. It's video game related, so that's got to count for something, right? Your grammar farted? Oh, it's all good. Alright. Oh, okay. So... Okay, well, again, first time doing this, I don't know what to expect. Alright, so you can duck for that one. Alright, so now I can get him next time. This is a really interesting phase. Alright, so I gotta avoid the letters. So these guys eventually get hurt. Alright, so now... Oh boy, okay. Oh wow, look at this. Oh wow, your perspective changes. Look at that. Okay, and it reverses your controls too. Oh, that is tricky. Looks like your skills have gone AWOL, Fleabags. So, okay, again, you just wouldn't know this unless you play it, you know? You would have to be some type of genius to know how to do this before. Well, yeah, so, okay, so from what I can see, it looks like this final phase, so I made it to the final phase the first time around. So, because the screen switches, I think the best way to do that is actually when you tilt my head and play, like, I tilt my controller around to be able to, like, understand what's going on. This boss is cool. Yeah, it's a visually interesting fight. Alright, so with the crack shot, it's definitely... Alright, so that one you duck, without a doubt. Now, you know what? I should have ducked. I don't know why I jumped. That's my fault. And the parry didn't work there. That's weird. Alright, direct hits. The duck. Yeah, crack shot definitely seems to help with this. So it seems there aren't a lot of places because this boss is vertical. A lot of places to do this second phase. This phase isn't too bad. The letters don't seem to overwhelm. Oh, well, I said that and I got hurt because I parried too early. Then the letter hit me. Oh, so you gotta find the safe spot. Okay, so you can actually duck in between and be safe. To be honest, I wish there was more of the jolly of Chef Saltbaker, other than a couple lines of dialogue. You know what? Amphibious, I don't trust, because you keep talking about Chef Saltbaker like he's a good guy. So, again, don't tell me if I'm wrong. I'll find out. But I'm pretty sure you're just trolling, and I was right, and he's probably the main boss. Because, again, I don't trust his face. So, but again, don't tell me. I'll figure that out on my own. Yeah, so this phase is not that bad. Everything's pretty fairly easy to dodge. It's not too bad. And then I fell off the stage. Because I was not looking at myself. That is entirely my fault. Alright, so that's the same cat that was a previous boss, I'm pretty sure, in the main game. The little Tom-looking cat. Alright, so that EX attack I hit. So that's fine. Alright, so that's that phase. Yeah, their letters aren't too bad. Alright, so now this one. There we go. So now this is the tricky part. So this is where it tilts, and now the controls change. So this is the final phase. So I'm thinking what I need to do, I need to turn my head and turn the control. This is going to be the easiest way to deal with this phase, or else you're just going to get too confused, and it's just going to be weird. So don't mind me while I tilt my head to the left and my controls to try to make up for what's going to go on here, because or else you're just going to mess up. There's just now my monitor. I could actually cheat because my monitor, I could actually turn it. And that would make this fight a heck of a lot easier. But I'm not going to do that because I have the webcam right there, and that would ruin the stream. So I'm going to see if this works. Bear with me. Again, maybe this is a good idea, maybe it's not. But I'm going to turn my controller so that way when I go left, because if I'm doing it this way, everything's going to be opposite. You know, it's going to mess up my scheme. So, you know, normally, like, if you're playing like this, if I hit left on the D-pad, for me, it would look like I'm going down because the perspective changed. Turn the screen. I can't because the webcam is on the top of the monitor. I would have to disconnect the webcam, and then that would ruin the stream. So, and you wouldn't even be able to see it anyway. So, I'm just going to turn the controller to the left, right, and try to tilt my head a little bit and see if that helps. And see, my perspective is still... Oh, okay, so now it's upside down. Jeez. Okay, I didn't realize it did it more than once. Okay. So, never mind. That doesn't really help. Wow, okay, so that is trippy. That totally messes with your perspective on everything. Why did that hit me? Why did that hit me? I parried you correctly. Oh, that missed. Oh, but it actually hit him. Okay, so that EX attack actually stays. Yeah, I want to make sure I don't get hit. These letters can pile up on you. You do need to be careful. And they do seem to be able to hit you after they're dead, too, which is pretty crazy. Like so. See, the lights do kind of give... Alright. Ugh. See, that just messes with your perception. Got him. Alright. It was about to hit me, too. I got an achievement, the last sensation. 148. I still got hit twice, though. 3 parries. 3 out of 6 super meter. I don't understand how the super meter works, because I did 1 super, but I was at full meter when I beat the boss. You're stuck at King Dice? Oh, you're playing it right now? Okay. Oh, the game says Mugman because I beat it as Mugman, and when you beat it as Cuphead, it'll say Cuphead. I got the pineapple mint. Alright. And just like I thought, it was going to open up a path right there. QWQ? I'm an old man, so I don't know what that means, but thank you. I hope it means something good. Ah, so he's giving locations to go to. Contest of Skill, which is the first, second, third place. Broken Artifacts, and the Eerie Graveyard. Okay. So here's another place here. Just trying to see where I can go. Mortimer Freeze in Snow Cult Scuffle. Okay. Now I can also... You know what? I think I'll do the king. That ladder, which I think was over here. King's Leap. That's what it's called. And this is number 5. Steel thyself, cups, for this final contest. Oh, this is the last one. Okay. All right.
Here's a real high-class battle. Here goes.
Okay, well, I didn't realize that was going to happen. Yeah, so I didn't realize I could parry those guys. All right, so this is the queen. And the parry didn't work there for whatever reason. You just gotta keep hurting her. Just depending on the angle where you're at. That's weird, because... There you go. Ugh, and then the parry hurts you right after. It's annoying. Hit her. Okay. Ugh. Nope. Got her. Got the queen. Hark to my new champions, the remaining spoils. 1, 2, 3 coins. Henceforth, my castle shall remain a training ground for thee. Fare thee well, champions. All right. So that's that. I guess that's the end of the king. So I've got 3 coins. Don't know what I can get with 3. And get a heart ring. Parry for HP. Gain 1 HP on your first, 3rd, and 6th parry. Out of stock, you purchased everything. Alright. There goes that. Alright, so the next boss would be the giant here. Glumstone the giant. Gnome way out. So, you know, for the airplane stage, I guess the chaser probably would have been good for that one, especially when the perspective changes. All right. So, I guess you just gotta see what weapon loadout works for which boss. Falling Rocks Danger. Okay. And that was supposed to be a parry. Nope, I got, Oh, I gotta watch out. Oh boy. Alright, well, I didn't know that was happening. Alright, I would think the lobber would probably really help here. Alright, what is happening with these guys? Alright, they got me. Ah, such a delightful treat. I had a hand in your defeat. People like to rhyme. This isn't the last boss, no. There's this one, and there's also the, after I beat the plane boss, there was a building that opened up. Alright. I wonder if the lobber would help here. Let me see.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go!
I tried to parry that.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go!
It does end quicker. Alright, so that's not gonna work. Alright, so lobber does not work for that phase. I definitely want to switch to crack shot for that. This cat is different. Why that didn't work, I don't know. These guys rolling in the ground. I did use the super, yeah. But I didn't level up enough. Alright, so the this weapon actually gets rid of the little gnome guys too. So that helps. Alright, so I want to be in a specific location for that. Alright, so there he goes. And of course, it winds up the animation, right? And I spawned right on the enemy. Come on, that's the joke. Alright. It's an annoying thing about this sometimes. Let me try that again. I let that platform fall too quickly. And I couldn't move because of the geese. Annoying. Of course, that platform had to raise up. Alright, so there's that. Alright, there's that phase. He ate me. Okay. And I didn't see that coming. Give up now is my suggestion, lest you give me indigestion. Just noticed the two puppets are King Dice and the Devil. Really? You know what? I didn't even pay attention to them. Let me pay attention. You know what? I gotta try to beat this phase without getting hit. Ugh. These gnomes are annoying. They just keep spawning, and that's the annoying part. So the crack shot definitely hurts those guys more often than not. So that helps. Oh, that is King Dice, yep, and the Devil, you're right. And then these little gnomes tend to spawn right where you're going, which is annoying. Alright, so there's these guys. John JT, what's up, buddy? Happy Friday to you. Alright, can I get a super... Oh, that was a parry. Oh, I didn't realize these things stopped. That is on me. Doing well, man. Doing well. Thank you for asking. How was your Friday? Just going through the DLC here for Cuphead. I want to try to get these parries as often as I can. And I got hit by that. Oops. No, it's all good. Alright, so I want to stay low for the geese. So you want to try to avoid a platform that is moving. Somehow he hit me there. Alright, so that's that. So yeah, the annoying thing is just the way these guys spawn is a little annoying. See how they... So you have to look at the ground, because that's where they're going to spawn. And of course, he spawned right when I did my dash. So that's what makes it annoying. This isn't necessarily hard, it's just the enemies spawn in such a way that it's right on you. Alright, so there's that. So now, I should be able to do a super here. But you also have to see what mouth stops moving like there. There's no indication of knowing when a mouth is going to disappear. Remove the shot from crack? I don't know what you mean by that. Been a slow day so far, but nothing too bad. Hey, you know, nothing wrong with a slow day, as long as it works in your favor. So it's all good. And I landed right there. Yikes. Well, yes, it does, Amphibious, but that's, I mean, don't know what you want me to do with that. That's kind of a juvenile joke. There we go. 3 parries. Want to stay on a platform that's low. And nope, this guy's about to go there. Alright, so he's done. So now I can do a super on these guys. And watch out for these annoying guys. See, they spawn right where you're standing. That's the annoying part. Alright, so there's that phase. I'm at 3 HP. So I hopefully should be good. It's just the big problem here is seeing where these crocodile skeletons, why they just keep dropping. There's no visual cue, at least that I can see. You're mad that you keep dying to King Dice? It's all good, man. Hey, just practice makes perfect. And obviously, you know, as I figured out, there's a way to manipulate those dice in your favor to get the boss that you want to fight. Or to also get the HP ups. Alright. Here's hoping I get lucky. See, see, there's no visual cue. So there's no way for me to know, like, when is a mouth gonna stop? Oh, got lucky. Alright. Right when I parried, too. That was interesting. So I got hit once. 147. 2 out of 3 HP. 3 and 2. I would have got an A. Or I might have gotten an S if I didn't get hit. Oh well. What can you do? An A is good enough for me. Alright, so there's the giant. You got the gnome berries. Alright. So that brought me to here, which is where that boss is. This is the other one you were asking about, Amphibious. This is Mortimer Freeze in Snow Cult Scuffle. Snow Cult Scuffle. Well, if I look at my list, yes, Snow Cult Scuffle would be the final boss. At least according to this, unless, you know, there's that secret boss you were talking about, and then I guarantee it, that chef, there has to be something with the chef. I just don't trust him. I don't like the way he looks. So I need one more ingredient, which is with this guy here. Let me switch back to Chaser, because I don't know how this boss plays. Mortimer Freeze. For those of you who are watching, and again, thank you for watching. Again, this is the NPL Video Game Club. I work for the Norwalk Public Library in Norwalk, Connecticut. Do this every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We just play video games. It's a family-friendly stream. Don't play anything that's rated M. No adult stuff, no overly violent games. And just the whole idea is to have some fun, play some games, talk to all of you, you know. Actually, I have a question for those of you who are watching. What games have you been playing this week? Have you been playing anything new? Obviously, I know Amphibious right now is playing Cuphead, but have you been playing anything? Anything new, or are you revisiting something a little old that you always like to go back to? So for example, for me, I haven't played anything this week. I've been very busy, had a lot of things occupy my time. But for example, when I'm not playing this stream, when I do have time, I like to play. I'm actually revisiting a really old first-person shooter from way back in the day called Wolfenstein 3D. The first-person shooter from id Software, who you may know as the guys who created Doom and Quake. So I am playing Wolfenstein 3D, and I am also playing a fan-made video game called Power Bomberman, which is really awesome. I have been 100%ing Sonic Origins. Okay. Have they patched the game where, you know, a lot of those glitches aren't really happening anymore? Or is it playing better? I heard there were some issues with, I mean, a lot of issues, but I remember one of the issues in particular was Sonic 1. I guess the jump physics were a little weird, and the spin dash was a little glitchy with Sonic 1. I beat the PS5 remake of Last of Us Part 1 a couple weeks ago, and now I'm playing Metal Hellsinger. Okay. How did you like The Last of Us? I know it received controversy because it, you know, did come out at $70, and it is a remake of a remake. And I know some people didn't like the changes they made to the graphics. I know the visuals, some people are saying it didn't look right. I've never played Last of Us, to be honest, so I will be playing it eventually. Something obviously I can't play here on this stream, but I will get to it at some point. It's playable, it's still slightly glitchy, but it's fixed-ish. Okay. I remember they also messed up the music for Sonic 3. Obviously, legal reasons they can't play the original music. But I know they put in some old prototype music, but apparently fans were crying foul and saying that the prototype music was playing at a slower pitch than the way it was originally released. So I know people were complaining about that. I bought the $100 special edition from PlayStation. It's one of my favorite games, so I had to. Ooh. Yeah, it's, yeah, I haven't done collector's editions in so long, mostly because I am a PC gamer. And unfortunately, PC games don't do physical releases anymore. Outside of, like, if you buy a game from Europe, that's the only real place there. Like, for example, I bought Streets of Rage 4. There was a physical PC release, but only in Europe, not in America. Not in the United States, at least. So collector's editions are kind of pointless for PC gamers because we don't get physical boxes anymore. Everything's digital. So luckily, because of that, I don't have to worry about spending $100 or, you know, like the Cowabunga collection, I have to spend $150 or all these crazy amounts. But hey, you know, if you like a game, for example, like Last of Us, you said it's one of your favorites and you want to invest that money, then hey, you're a big boy, you can do it. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. Although one thing they hadn't fixed is the Knuckles Chaotix OST. The song names are all messed up. Oh, they have the Chaotix music in there? That's another thing. Why wasn't Knuckles Chaotix in the Origins collection, right? It's such an odd game, unique game. It was only released for the 32X. It's never been released in any other version. They should have. You know, I think for the fans, they should have done that. So yeah, here goes Mortimer Freeze, Snow Cult Scuffle. See what happens here.
Good day for a swell battle. It's on.
Again, I don't know the attacks here. I don't know what to expect. And I fell for that. That's my fault. All right, what's happening here? All right. There's a fridge. All right, the globes up. Whew, visual overload. And I fell into that. That is my fault. It's Aurora Boreal all over for you. All right, so I made it. So this boss doesn't seem to be very long. That's interesting. We talking Sega? I beat Phantasy Star 4 last week. Nice. Okay, so you beat that on the Genesis, right? Or is that on Genesis? Phantasy Star? I forget how many Phantasy Stars were on Genesis. Good for you. I am not an RPG player. Just they never clicked with me. But I will say, and I will say this, I will cry on that hill. If you have a Sega Saturn, it's Panzer Dragoon Saga. Obviously, it's one of the more expensive games out there. I think it goes for well over $1,000 these days. But even with that, it is worth every single penny. It is an incredible experience. And again, I am not an RPG fan. For me to say that is pretty big. The reason Panzer Dragoon Saga was really, really awesome, I don't like turn-based RPGs. That's just so slow and meddling for me. So what Panzer Dragoon Saga does, because Panzer Dragoon originally was an on-rail shooter game, like an on-rail shooter. Not a light gun game, but you're flying on a dragon and you shoot lasers at things. So it takes that and it turns it into a dynamic 3D stage where you kind of take turns, but you're also constantly moving because it's like 4 grids, or like 4, up, north, south, east, west. You're moving around and there are certain grids that are safe or neutral where you won't get hurt and you put an attack, but it keeps switching dynamically throughout the fight. So you need to keep moving around in this 3D plane to keep safe. But also there are gambles, or like there's like a spot where the boss or the fight you're taking, they take double damage or something like that. But, if you don't move around fast enough, you could get hurt. So it's just really dynamic, keeps you on your toes. I just really love it. I miss the real Sega before Nintendo got Sega. Well, Nintendo never bought Sega. Sega games ended up on Nintendo systems, yes, and then also PlayStation and Xbox. But yeah, I mean, I was luckily alive to be around back when Sega was doing video games. Sega Master System, Genesis, Game Gear, Nomad, 32X, Saturn, Dreamcast. Even really oddities like the Sega Pico. I've been there. I loved it. I experienced it. I'm a Sega fan to the day I die. I always chose back in the 16-bit days. I was Camp Sega. Friends in school were Camp Nintendo, but I was always Sega. Always, always. I played on the Switch Online's expansion pack. I've been trying to get more into the RPG genre. Okay.
A great slam and then some.
Yeah, rip, but at the same time, I mean, I still have them all, so it still works for me. Oh, okay, you can't touch their bodies. Still works for me. I am a big fan, Sega. I love me some Sega. Okay, so you can destroy these things. Those little ghosts. That guy does a big whop. Don't know how he hit me there, but okay. Oh, you touch him close enough and you die. Wow. Iced already? Where puny cups go. I will say my favorite Sega console, Dreamcast. Absolutely. Dreamcast was the one. That is the magical system. Dreamcast all day. It only came out for technically 2 years, but it had such a fantastic lineup of games. It is absolutely magical. Alright, so here comes the ghost, the frosty guy. And I made the mistake of... Ugh. Wow, I am slipping. I was doing so good first time. I'm just getting worse here. If Sonic Extreme wasn't canceled, Sega... no. No, Sonic Extreme wasn't going to be the thing that saved Sega. Sonic Extreme... it was a neat idea, but the game wouldn't have survived. It wasn't... it had a really cool visual style, but it just wasn't going to work in a mainstream. You know, it wasn't going to compete against, you know, other 3D games that PlayStation had, like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. That just wasn't going to happen. Cool idea. Ugh, why did I jump into that? Like a fool. Wow, he is just rolling like crazy. Wow. I'll be honest, Sega could have won the console wars if they had played their cards correctly. Yeah, there's a lot of things that Sega did wrong. The biggest problem with Sega in the 90s was there was a lack of communication between Sega of America and Sega of Japan. There wasn't... If they were tighter and they communicated better with each other, they could have lasted. But, you know, there were a lot of issues that, for whatever reason, they weren't working in unison. And, for, like, you know, the Sega Saturn, for example, the launch in America, they just released it. They didn't even announce it. They were just like, hey, it's out. Go get it. It kind of took people by surprise, and a lot of retailers, stores like Toys R Us, Funko Land, Electronics Boutique, and things like that, they were very angry with Sega because they were sending Saturns to specific stores and not to other stores. It wasn't equal. So Sega was kind of playing favorites with certain stores, and it made other stores mad. So as a result, those other stores that got shafted, they decided, well, we're not going to sell the Sega Saturn because you guys didn't give it to us. We're going to sell the PlayStation instead. So Sega shot themselves in the foot. But again, that was a Sega of America decision. And whatever reason, they decided not to listen to Sega of Japan and do a normal launch. It was just weird things like that. Obviously, not having a Sonic game on the Saturn didn't help either, because, you know, a lot of people expected there to be a Sonic game, and it just didn't work. They decided not to do it. Just really head scratcher when you think about it. Now, why do you not have a Sonic game on your system? Alright, so there goes this guy. I see you can destroy these things. Ugh. Hit by that. Alright, super. And I land on that, of course. Alright, here's another stage. I don't know what to expect here. And, well, that got me. Alright, so that's the final stage. Sonic 3 Knuckles is an undeniable classic. Yeah, and you know, you really got to think about Amphibious, you're a little bit younger. You got to remember back when this came out, there was never any other game like it. You know, Sonic and Knuckles, it was 2 cartridges. You had to buy Sonic 3, and then Sonic and Knuckles was the lock-on cartridge. So you locked Sonic 3 onto it, or Sonic 2, and you could use Knuckles in Sonic 2 and 3. In the case of Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles would have a whole bunch of new stages and all that. So it was a crazy. Nintendo never did anything like that. There was never any Nintendo game where like you put 2 cartridges together to make a new game. You know, it was very, very ahead of its time. And you know, it depends on who you ask. Some people prefer Vanilla Sonic 3 over Sonic and Knuckles. Depends on who you ask. I think they're both really good in different ways. As far as, you know, what game has better levels, hard to say, you know. Ugh, why did I get hit by the parry? You know a lot about video game history. Nice. You know, it's good to know. You know, it's really cool to know about stuff like that. A lot of people don't bother to know about history or stuff like that, which I think, you know, Amphibious, I definitely think you should check out our video game trivia night, which will be next week. I think it'd be a cool way for you to check out how good you do, you know? How much you know about video game history. I think that'd be really cool. Why did that hit me? Could I play Roblox? I mean, I've never played it before. I don't know, because I hear there's a lot of games that aren't really meant for kids, mainly because, you know, Roblox is all about games that people make themselves. So there's kind of not really a filter on it. So I don't know. I'd have to look into it and see what's going on. Alright, so he is all set. Ugh, this guy just spawned at the wrong time. And, ugh, I am getting smashed here. You recommend the game Doors? Yeah, I know when I used to work at a LAN center, Roblox was very popular. Alright, he's leaving. But yeah, I'll have to look at it, because I know, unfortunately, the thing with Roblox and with doing a stream, it's, unfortunately, Roblox games, because they're made by, you know, kids, there's a lot of, like, music in those games that are very copyright, and when I'm doing a stream, ugh, why'd that guy hit me? There's a lot of music I can't use because it would shut down the stream. So I have to be very careful about what music I get to play. So that's the thing with Roblox. There's a lot of people who use... Oh boy. Okay, wow, okay. Again, I don't know what to expect with these guys. Ah, it does that right when you touch it. Okay. Songs are all made for... Okay. Yeah, the thing is, I wouldn't know that. You know, that's the thing. There's no way of knowing with all the games available on Roblox. So that's really tricky. If I just, like, for example, hit a random game, and all of a sudden it starts playing, you know, music from, I don't know, the Beatles or something, the stream will get shut down because I'm playing copyrighted music. You know, it's a very tricky thing to do. And also there are, because games are created by people, there's no way of knowing if the game will have blood, or if it'll have swear words, or if it'll have weird, questionable images. You know, so it's a really, really tricky thing for me to do that, because there's a lot of risks. And because I'm doing this for the library, I would prefer to do games that I have control over, that I know don't have questionable content. There is a way.
A great slam and then some. Here goes.
Yeah, I just wouldn't know, yeah. There's not a lot of opportunities to parry from what I could see. Alright, so I could do super. And of course. Alright, so now it's platform time. So that guy, it's best to... Ugh, of course. Ugh, landed right on the... Come on, landed right on the projectile. That's crazy. In the new Roblox update, it tells you the age recommendation of a lot of games on Roblox. Roblox privated every audio once since they were getting a lot of copyright lawsuits. Yeah, that's the thing, you know, it's just tricky, and I'm not really sure what I could do with Roblox, because again, I've never played it. I know it's a bunch of games that people make, but I don't know if that would really make for an interesting or exciting stream. Especially since I don't know what I'm doing. It might offend certain Roblox, you know, pros. You know, like, what is this noob doing? Ugh, that hit me. Yikes. I might offend, you know, Roblox veterans by not knowing what I'm doing. Alright, so I can get rid of you guys. Alright, so he goes in the snowman. Ugh, why did I jump into that like a fool? Very foolish. Alright, so now I need to be careful. Alright. Full super here. Jeez, how long are you going? There you go. Knockout. Finally. So that was what, about 2 minutes, I'd say? 149? I missed the parry opportunity. Oh well. That was probably a B. Figured as much. In Roblox Veteran, and I find Roblox community to be quite chill. I joined Roblox in 2016, and DLC is mostly complete. Other than the secret tombstone boss. So I got the icy sugar cubes. We did it! That was the last ingredient we needed for the Wonder Tart. Let's get back to Saltbaker, lickety-split. Okay. Now, there was that relic you were talking about, so I guess I could equip the relic and see what happens. So one of them was here. Because it said competition. So there's got to be something that I could interact with. Maybe. With this broken relic here. Because it said competition, and this is the competition area. I'm the winner, and all is right in the world. Second place? I've had it up to here with second place. My pals cheered me on, but I let them down. Left the race in third. See what the ghost says. Say, young fry, I'm hot on the trail of a mystery, but I'm stumped. That contest of skill, that broken artifact, this eerie graveyard. I've discovered potent astral energy in all of these places. There must be an order and method to it. Oh, there's a ghost there. No. Okay, so you have 3 ghosts that you can pick, and depending on the order you do, it'll unlock something. Okay, so competition, so they're going to give you clues. Alright, I'm the winner and all is right. So right direction. Up, right, up. Left. Or actually no, right, up, down, left. Right, up, down, left. Thing is, where do you start? There's 9 tombstones, right? So the middle one you can't do anything with. Unless that's what unlocks the secret boss, right? So, like, for example, you go right, up, down, left. Thing is, yeah, I don't know where you would start. So let's say we're starting from the beginning here, right? So right, up, down, left. But that still doesn't really make sense. Let me read what they said again. Maybe... So yeah, second place is up. First place says right. And third place says down, left. So down left is probably the bottom left corner, right? Right. And up. Right. So, well, I'm just guessing, but let's say I start from the middle. Right. Up, down, left. That's it. So yeah, just figure the middle would be the starting point because a ghost doesn't come out. So yeah, just worked it out in my head, you know, worked out the possible combinations. Final boss of the DLC is in front of you. Secret boss. Take a little nap? Yes or no? Uh-oh. What if I don't want to take a nap? I'll just stay. Oh, what does this guy say? He doesn't say anything. Okay. Well, if it's a secret boss, that probably means he's super tough. Alright. Take a nap. Something doesn't seem... Oh, it's an angel and a devil. Oh boy. Jeez. Wish you may, wish you might. Your soul is now trapped in the night. Wow. Okay. Pretty creepy. Oh wow, your abilities don't work. Oh, you know what it is? Duh, I... Smoke bomb. Let me try that out with the smoke bomb. I don't know how you could dodge that attack. Yikes. Oh wow, even those transparent things you lose. You get hit. Oh, okay. So I see. It hurts you if you turn the devil way. Oh, okay. So depending on what they're throwing at you, it changes. Okay. So like that energy attack doesn't really hurt you if you face the devil. So depending on the outlaw, okay, so you've got to turn to make certain things show up. I see. Okay, whoops. The lightning got me. I got hit by the cloud. That's on me. I'm starting to get it now. Alright. So it's really just a gauntlet. Anyways, you want to go see... So I'm not going to quit in the middle of a boss. What are you talking about? You're crazy. Alright, so I have got to... I really don't need the cloud. Ugh. But yeah, staying in one place is kind of weird. So I don't really need the cloud, I don't think. I just need to dodge the cloud. I don't really need the cloud. The cloud is kind of just in the way. More than anything. So the more you stay on a certain path, the more it'll mess you up. Like, so the biggest thing here is avoiding the splashes. These waves. Like, I could use... So that's the thing, like, you have to train yourself not to move. And the more you move, the more you'll hurt yourself. And you can't touch them either. So if I had done a super, I might have won that one. So you just kind of have to, like, stay as still as possible. That's really what you gotta do. Because the more you move, the more you'll mess yourself up with all the projectiles that come your way. And I should have parried that. That's the whole gimmick. You can't move. Oh, I fell off the stage. I was right there, too. Look at that. So, yeah, you just gotta, like, not move. Not move left or right, and that is what's gonna save you. Nope. Every third attack... Oh, okay. Every third will be a parry. So that's what it is. Every third attack he does is a pink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. See, the more I move, the more confusing I make it for myself. I jumped right into that. That's my mistake. Got him. Alright. It's really not... It's just confusing because the more you turn around, that's what's going to hit you. Could it be? The fabled cursed relic, long thought lost to time, awoken at last? I've seen writings that say it despises bravery. With a greater foe, more evil shall go. What could it mean? Can you do that boss again? Oh, probably because I don't have the relic equipped, right? Cursed relic, burdens host, jinxed curio that inflicts various status ailments. Is it because I fought the devil and not the angel? So I don't want to have that because that'll nerf you. And interesting, it doesn't give the name of the boss here. Why are bikers named bikers when they are on a motorcycle? I don't know. It's a good question. Alright, time to go back to Mr. Saltbaker. I still don't trust him. I really don't. And the fact that the game isn't over means that, yeah, he has to be the final boss. There's no doubt about it. I refuse to believe that he is just a good guy. He's obviously going to take these ingredients that you gave and turn it against you to try to send you both to the astral plane. You can't attack the angel? Okay. Saltbaker's Bakery. Here you go. See, he's not here. I'm going down. Yeah, he's the boss. There's no lie. There's no way around it. I know it. It's just, I knew it from the instant he was here. Why would I be going to a deep, dark dungeon here? He's the boss. I mean, why would a chef have this creepy, dark castle underneath? You're telling me he's a good guy? Oh, look, he's doing an evil laugh. Yeah, he's just a good guy. I knew it from the moment he came up. He just looked way too nice. Welcome back, you meddlesome brats. Oh, look at that. I didn't think you'd be back so soon. No matter. It's too late to stop me now. The Wonder Tart will be my finest work yet. Those crazy eyes. A shame I never told you about the most important secret ingredient. Let me guess. You. A living soul. While you suckers were out doing my bidding, I nabbed your little friend here. When her soul is baked into the Wonder Tart, the cosmic powers of the astral plane will be mine. Cuphead, Mugman, you gotta help me. But first, I'll take those ingredients, and then I'll use your heads as serving dishes. Oh boy. Well, I knew it. Good try, Amphibious, but I knew it. I knew he would be here. Ready to kill me. I knew it. Felt it in my bones. Oh, I wanted that parry. Rip sugar. Oh, it intersected right with the parry. Come on.
Now go.
So this yellow thing keeps popping up. Ooh, that was close. So I could... Ooh. Oh boy. Alright, what's happening here? Alright. So I can destroy these guys. Oh, I can't even hit him. I gotta hit the pepper guys. Alright. Alright, there's this saw. Oh, well, jeez. Your futile efforts were in vain. This world will be my salt domain. Rip limes, sugars, dough, strawberries. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, like, when am I actually hurting him? Versus anything else. Alright, there goes that. And I got hit because of that, unfortunately. There's just so much going on in the visual. It's hard to like pay attention. I shouldn't be getting hit by those guys. Playing Sonic Origins? Nice. Which Sonic game are you playing? Playing Sonic 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that was close. Alright, so... Ugh, the flame. So, like, yeah, the ones on the... Ugh. These guys are just spawning, like, right in front of me. And I got hit by the parry. Oh, you're kidding me. My power grows with much aplomb. Your end is here upon my palm. Sonic 3. Got all the emeralds. Oh, okay. Time to go supersonic. Nice. I know a lot of people find that the special stages in Sonic 3 are very hard, so congratulations on beating it. A lot of people find those special stages to be very tricky with Sonic 3. Oh, why did I get hit by that? They are hard. They just get tricky because the patterns are random. Like, the stage layouts are not the same each time. I mean, it's okay in the beginning. It's just you kind of do need to have an idea of where you're going. Alright, woof, woof, woof. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. So those leaves hurt you too. Okay. Yeah, it's just, the real estate is so tight there. Wow. You can use a token? Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't know because I haven't done Sonic Origins, so I don't really know how that works. But good for you. Takes a lot of practice to beat those special stages. But at least you can retry them. That's interesting. I didn't know they added that in Sonic Origins. I mean, that is a cool feature to have, to be able to redo them, because, you know, they are... Really, in the normal game, it's just one try, and that's it. That's all you got. Especially, like, even the special stages in Sonic 2, I think would benefit from you being able to do them over again. And you haven't used a single token. Good for you. Nice, so the pepper hurts him. Oh, whoops. Alright, there goes that. So I have... He's just bouncing around. I don't know what he's gonna do next. Alright. Got him. All right. I didn't even use a super at the end. All right, there's Chef Saltbaker. His animations are so... Yeah, that's what's really tough about this stage. There's just so much going on in animation. It's really hard to, like, you want to admire it, but it's hard. Understood why it took for... Yeah, no, for sure. You know, obviously the animated cutscenes and all that, it's a big difference from the main game. Miss Chalice. Thank goodness you're okay. I look at Chef Saltbaker in the background. He looks defeated. That dastardly Saltbaker. He had us hoodwinked the whole time. Gadzooks! This place is coming down. Let's get out of here. Eek! Alright, goodbye, bakery. Oh wait, he's leaving too. Ah! No, my bakery. Serves him right for duping us. Oh, he's gonna have a change of heart, or Miss Chalice is gonna forgive him, and then he's gonna be good again. But with the bakery destroyed, you're never gonna get that Wonder Tart, Chalice. That's okay. If some poor soul has to be sacrificed for me to live again, it just ain't worth it. But mark my words, boys, I'm never gonna stop searching. Have you heard of a reverse plot twist? Yeah, I've heard of that before. It's where the hero is actually the villain, and the villain is the hero. What I am saying is completely unrelated. Uh-huh. And in the meantime, if you ever find yourselves in a scrape, I'm just one cookie bite away. Besides, who needs a Wonder Tart when they can have 2 new best pals instead? Oh, ain't that sweet. Wink. The epilogue. Oh? Okay, so this is how they're doing it. Chef Saltbaker's being sent to jail. The judge. Community service. Chef Saltbaker, Honorable Judge Wise. He's being sent to do community service with the giant. He's cleaning the fields. He's with the Moonshine gang. He's helping. Cleaning the whale with that other boss. He's painting some boats. He's looking at his broken bakery, sad. There's the cowgirl. He's serving some spaghetti and meatballs. Fixing a plane. Which was the boss. These are all the bosses, yeah. There's the queen and the king. He's playing checkers. He's moving along. Building away. He's building a new bakery, isn't he? Look, he looks happy now. He doesn't have his jail clothes anymore. He did his community service. And look, he made some food for everybody. Bakery grand reopening. 1930 Studio MDHR. Everyone's happy. Our sincere appreciation to the members of our team whose loyalty and creative endeavor made possible this production. Chad and Jared Moldenhauer. Alright, so that is the Delicious Last Course DLC for Cuphead. And I finished it just in time. Look at that, 6 p.m. on the dot. And I did the secret boss. And I did all the king's missions. Got every weapon. Thank you for the GG 8-bit glitch. Have you played this by chance? I don't remember if I asked you before. So what's next? Well, again, I don't plan ahead like that. So, you know, I will put up a poll up on our Twitter, which is right above me. If you see the Twitter handle there, pretty sure it's NorrockLibCT. I will be putting a poll for that sometime next week, and people can vote. And that's really what it boils down to. I don't like to choose a game. I like to leave choices for everyone. I have played and beat this, but not the DLC yet. Okay. But you're making me want to attempt it now. Yeah, you know. If you stream it, I'll catch you do it, because that way I'll actually be able to, like, focus on the animation, because it's hard. It's hard. It is a beautiful, beautiful game. But obviously, if you're in the middle of dodging a million things, you can't really soak it all in, you know? When will the poll be, Amphibious? I don't know. Probably sometime early next week. Tuesday, maybe. I'll probably put it up. Just to give it a few days. But again, I have to look, you know, because, again, I'm buying all the games, you know, so I don't want to spend too much, because it's and I have a lot of games. So, like, for example, you know, I know Fall Guys is something I could try. I've never played Fall Guys before. Sonic Origins, never played it. You know, I could give that a try as maybe one of the options in the poll. You know, again, Twitter, unfortunately, it's limited at how many things you can have in a poll. It's only 4 things. But there's also things like, which I've done before, the AntStream Arcade, which is like a streaming service, which has about 1,000+ games to play for free. So, I mean, there's a lot of things I could look into. Again, thank you to everyone who was included in making this game a reality. And also thank you, those of you who are watching, you know, I bow to you. We got through this together. I'm happy that I was able to beat the game right on time. That's pretty cool. So, I mean, for $7 or $8, I think this is absolutely worth it. That's a very, very reasonable price for all the quality of life improvements and the animation upgrades that this DLC has over the main game. So, pretty cool stuff. You're heading out, Amphibious? Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for cheering me on during the Cuphead and seeing me die a million times. But hey, that's the whole point of the game, right? You die, you lose, but then you overcome. There's a lot of people involved with the making of this game, you know, and I like to look at the credits. Just like when I watch a movie, I like to look at the credits. It's a good way of showing respect for the people, all of the people, hundreds of people involved in making these wonderful games. Just like with the movie, too. Wait, you say. Oh, there's an extra scene, isn't there? Fiend. Is it going to be a question mark? Nope. Brings you right back to... does the menu change, though? Nope. There's a special filter that you get if you defeat every boss with Chalice. Oh, really? I don't like the way she plays. She feels weird. I know she has more HP, but I wasn't really digging her playstyle. Especially how she parries. I don't like how it's not a jump, it's a dash instead. But I guess a lot of the bosses, the way they're designed in the DLC, it's made for Miss Chalice. Because a lot of the parries in the DLC, they come in diagonals or they come straight at you. So they're really made more for her dash parry than it is the jump. Interesting though, it says 68% DLC. What is up with that? And you know, I have two icons there. There's a star and a cupcake. Huh. I wonder what that's all about. %. Does that mean that they want you to, like, S-rank everybody? Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. There's another king. Wait a minute. Hold on here. King's Leap. Oh, you know what? No, he says you can always practice. That's what he said. Welcome back, my champions. My subjects remain at the ready for a spirited match. Okay, so you can just redo all these. Okay. I wonder what it means by 60% though, because the main game is 100%. Is there another secret fight? That's so, like for example, this well. Why is this well here? There's nothing you could do with it. A dish to die for. I mean, I beat everyone. It's interesting. So it doesn't say I'm not 100% equipped. Maybe because you need to beat everyone with Miss Chalice, like you said. That's weird. Okay, well, nonetheless, I'll look into it and see what's happening. But I'm pretty sure I got it all. But nonetheless, should have added alcohol instead of coffee since older cartoons were not limited. Yeah, it's just not limited. It's just it just wasn't a thing, you know? But anyways, let me say big thanks to those of you who were watching today. Amphibious, you know what, actually, before I do that, let me switch to full screen. Amphibious Gaming, thank you for stopping by as always. Thank you for all the support with the Cuphead. 8-Bit Glitch 79, thank you so much for stopping by in as well. Cuphead, thank you for coming on in. Linda the Gamer Gal, thank you so much for stopping on by. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Eric, aka Chillzilla, thank you so much for stopping by, buddy. And John JT, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your week. And let me see if there's anyone else I'm missing. I don't think so. But nonetheless, thank you to anyone who stopped by. We really do appreciate it. And yeah, that is another game which I will, in case you were curious to see what games I have completed during these streams, if you click the down arrow in the bottom of the video, there is a list on the bottom of games that have been completed during this whole NPL Video Game Club run. So I will actually add the Delicious Last Course to that list. But other than that, yeah, let me give one more shout out to next week. Next Thursday, actually, September 29th, I will be hosting a video game trivia online through Zoom over at the Norwalk Public Library. If you were interested in checking it out, click, or you can, with your camera, you can scan that QR code and that'll bring you to the registration page. Alternatively, again, clicking on that down arrow, the description. At the very top of the description here for the stream, there is a link to the registration form for the video game trivia. Again, I'll be covering the whole history of gaming, and it's really cool. You'll be able to do the answers and answer everything through your phone instead of having to be online on a laptop or anything. So we invite you there. I would love to see some of you NPL Video Game Club viewers on there. And yeah, that'll be a good time. So again, next Thursday, September 29th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And other than that, yeah, we are wrapping up here on the NPL Video Game Club. Another game down the pipeline. We'll see what happens. I will put up a poll on the Norwalk Public Library Twitter channel for next week's game. I like to leave it in your hands. So we are here every Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Norwalk Public Library YouTube channel. On behalf of the Norwalk Public Library, this is Aldo, your resident gamer here. And I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Looks like the weather is going to be pretty good here in the Northeast. Enjoy, go out for a walk, go to your local beach, soak in the sun, and enjoy, most of all, more important than ever before, enjoy time with your family and loved ones. You never know what tomorrow may bring. So enjoy your life and enjoy everything it has to offer in the moment. Be kind to each other, and I will see you here next week, right here on the NPL Video Game Club. Take care, everybody.